to present to you Leroy Martinez.
First of all, I just want to say I'm honored to be here to talk to you guys. I mean, it's kind of weird being the only guy talking today, but it's great because this video, there's so much they couldn't tell you of when you come from two alcoholic parents and an abusive dad. And growing up, all I wanted was my dad, and I didn't have one. But I had 5 aunts and a mom that I lived with, so being around women is kind of normal for me. But everything that you saw here is the aftermath of everything that I found out the hard way. Because you always have teachers and you always have ministers and preachers and everyone around you says, you can make it. Of course you can. Anything you put your mind to, of course you can. Then when you do it, no one tells you that when you actually, if you dance, if you draw, if you do sports, anything that you just like to do, they don't tell you when you actually do it and you fail, but you said, I could do this. What happened? You you always have your mom. My mom, I was like, Mom, I want to play basketball in the NBA. She's like, oh, go ahead, you go for it. I was like, thank you, yes. And then, I grew and I stopped. I was like, that's all. And then growing up, I always liked to dance. I always had a time to dance, but when you're running from your dad, it's kind of hard to stay in one spot. And I remember growing up that there was this place in Roseville that finally, out of all the years and everything looking, it was a dance program that was very affordable. It was free. And I was like, sweet, I can afford free. Hook me up, right? And when I started doing the program, I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at me, and I'm like, they're skinnier than me. I don't know if I can do this, but I always have people, you can do it, whatever you put your mind to. And then I came to a realization that just because I wasn't built like a dancer, or I wasn't built, I knew that I had to practice harder than everybody else. I knew that I had to do more work than them. One, I loved to dance. It was the only thing that was constant in my life was dance and the church I went to. But it was the thing that it would take me months to get certain moves, and it would take me months and months, and these guys are getting them in weeks and weeks and weeks. And the older I got and the healthier I got, I realized that, when you break and you dance and stuff, there was something that I realized no matter what you look like or what size you are, it is so much easier to do this. And I wasn't even thin. I was like, this is great. This is awesome. I love that, So what I would say to you, if there's anything that you get out of today, the lady that was up here, I think she said it all. No matter what you are going through, no matter in your life, no matter who has said you can do it, and then you do it and you fail and they're not there. What I'm telling you is that yes, it is hard. Yes, it is frustrating that all get out. It is extremely frustrating when there are certain moves, but I came to realize that, there are just some dance styles that I can't do, or there's some part of breaking that I can't do, but there are a style of dance that I can do in the form of hip-hop that I can do, and I will do it well. I love to smile, I love to be that guy that's like, hey, that guy, right? But I said, I can do that on stage. Why can't I do that? Just because I can't break very well, and I would still try. I didn't give up, but I would still try when I would do these harder moves. I knew that, I had windmills, but I knew I couldn't do flares and air flares and all that big moves kind of thing. I knew I couldn't do that, but, I knew I could pop. And I knew I could dance, and I knew I could move with the music. And I said, I can do that no matter what size I am. So I would say to you, if there's something that you failed in, or there's something that you gave up because you tried it, but yet you like it, all that means is now you have to work twice as hard to get it. because I worked twice as hard to get it. The audition, I had no clue what they were going to show. I am still dumbfounded over the whole thing. And all that keeps coming to mind when I watch my video is people always say, do you get cocky? Do you get, you're on TV, that's awesome, right? I was like, no. I said, my practice paid off. Giving up, not giving up, paid off. Keep going. When I told myself, you might as well stop. You might as well let's not do this. But see, today, it's easy for me to stand up here and tell you and talk about dance. But I want to involve all of you in dance. So I want you to do me a favor, and I want every one of you guys to stand up and tuck your chairs in. Come on! Oh, hey. I'm not that guy, I just stand and watch. No, you can sit down all morning. I've been watching you. Some of you texting, it's fine. So if you're going to text this. I'm dancing with Leroy! Alright, so we're going to stand up. We're going to stretch. And I'm going to teach you guys 2 routines. Very simple, very easy. It's okay if you feel uncomfortable. We all do. So you're good. So this is how we're going to do it. Make sure you have room. I know it just got warm. She came to me and was like, we just turned the heater off. I was like, why is it on? So this is what we're going to do. It's real simple. So we're all going to learn a basic move. We all can lean. We've all done it. We love